that he's absolutely correct. The Nile, in its beginnings, ran to the west towards Ghana and West Africa.
Right. You could actually see it. I saw the picture. You could actually see it in the picture net from the satellite net, that you can actually see the intended. It's a mark. It's an actual mark. It looks like a river without water in it, but then again, it's probably, I would say, maybe 6 inches or 10 inches down. As far as it is, Ned. So if you were on the ground, you wouldn't even know it was there. You'd think you were just, dumping in a gully.
Later. But
exactly.
These are signs. These are certain people are given. You mentioned Nostradamus. These people, there's no one oracle among us. There are hundreds and hundreds of oracles, and everyone is to be listened to. And the no's are over. It doesn't hurt to listen to a theory, no matter how wild it is, without coming in with static and saying, but, like the talking heads on the TV arguing with each other. We're getting nowhere in that manner.
What do you think about the stories that you see, that you're reading about now, and that a lot of I don't know whether I call them trash papers. So whatever you want to get out of that one. But I mean, you read a lot of stuff in that, like for instance, as Di had said, that the Hall of Records was in the Pyramid's paw, and it could be in Central America, and it could be in Atlanta. What about the 13 or whatever skulls that were here forever? And could that be part of that Hall of Records?
You're talking about the crystals?
Yeah.
Yes, and that's part of it, because Edgar Casey is not given all the information. He's given information needed by him and his questioner, and what was necessary, and the questioner is ready for that. It's not all-inclusive ever. It is a small piece from a grand interface with the Akashic record, and the crystal skulls are coming out now because the Mayan testimony is finally coming out. Everybody knocks the New Age, but this New Age has allowed the Western mind to finally seriously consider the spirit testimony of the American Indians. The American Indian has been quietly waiting and hiding in corners, trying to be listened to and trying to tell these people who invaded that you came here to learn something. Please be humble enough to learn it. And at this time when the legs of the civilization are shaking, many Mayans, like Hunbat's men, who is with us will be with us again at the Crystal Skulls event, he comes and he tells us, because now there's a possibility that these people from Eurasia can listen, can understand, and not let their ancient civilizations and their sacred books get in the way of understanding the new resonance, the red resonance that they are within right now.
Wow. That's, you're saying, I mean, I hope, I really do, that the audience that's listening to this is really getting what Raymond is actually saying here. He's saying that we're going to change. I mean, that's the way, I mean, I'm not trying to do a campaign for Obama and say change, but it's going to be a change that is going to change the way we think, the way we say no and say yes. Both are going to be the same.
We'll make it happen. If we're open, we stop saying no, because all of our thought is programmed by civilizations who have passed the baton one to the other up into here, from Sumeria to Babylon, from Egypt to Crete, from Crete to Greece, from Greece to Rome, from Rome to France, from France to England, from England to the United States. It's all one great Western civilization. And the programming is very complete and complex, and it's very difficult to get underneath it. And the American Indian is trying and trying very subtly to get underneath to help them to understand.
You know, we're having so much trouble right now in the world that's going on.
Yes.
And so many times, and I know Casey also got into this too. We in the Middle East, and right now things are not doing too well. I'm not going to go into it, but not doing too well. Let's just put it that way. And I hear these stories that maybe we'll have help from somewhere else to kind of sort of turn that all down or turn it off or just get rid of it altogether.
It is nothing. It can be turned on a dime.
Ouch.
It can be turned. Imagine a new form of energy comes out of that great collider in Switzerland, and all of a sudden we don't need oil anymore because oil was placed here